Hello everyone, this is group number 19 with group members myself, Abhinav and Kaushal Verma are here to present our final year project topic driver drowsiness detection based on robust visual analysis under the guidance of Professor Anjali Jagtap ma'am. This is the outline of our project. When we comes to the introduction part of this presentation, that is the driver fatigue is the main reason for a large number of road accidents. The detection can be done in many different ways and by using the different parameters. Proposed system uses the behavior of parameters. The behavior parameters include eye blinking, yawning, eye openness, jaw position. Then the live video is captured by a camera that is fixed in the bus. The video is divided into the frames and images. From the frames are categorized by taking individual images. Noise from the images is cleared. The respective calculations of the image selection is displayed on the screen. Compare a some sample image with the image present in the database of the sample images. Then the detection of jaw position, eye openness, and the angle of iris. At last, the driver is drowsy or not is checked by the calculation using that is the Euclidean distance. If the driver is drowsy, then the alarm is raised. By using this system, the rate of the accident can be reduced or prevented. Uh, then driver drowsiness detection can be classified into mainly two categories. First one is behavior based approaches, and second one is eye and neck angle based approaches. In eye and neck angle based approaches, the distance of neck angle and eye iris angle is calculated using Euclidean distance formula. Recent studies show that the methods using distance calculation between drivers' eyes or open or closed can achieve better reliability and accuracy of driver drowsiness detection compared to other methods. The main idea behind this project is to develop the system which can detect a drowsiness of the driver and issue a timely warning.
Okay, now
Then we comes to the literature survey part of the PowerPoint presentation. These are the few papers we have referred. The main idea behind the first paper we have referred is the sleep related fatigue results which occur in trough scene in the cardiac rhythm. Then moving on the second paper, that is theta and delta activities are found to be most effective and mood swing. Anxiety are also considered. Then moving to the third paper, which gives the two main findings that include active and passive fatigue categorization, and the second include the psychometric properties of a new multidimensional fatigue. Then we comes to the next paper through which the author purpose the prediction of the expected accident on main road with minor junction, regression plots, and empirical biases studies. Comes to the next paper that is gives the idea about the most obvious interaction between sleep and wakefulness. Sleep deprivation is the phenomenon that make a person fall uh, uh, sleep sleep instantly be mentioned. Few factors like being hunger, thirst, fear, etc. are also considered. Then my colleague Kaushal Verma give the further presentation.
Okay, now let us move on to the gap identification. So the main point that we found out to be more interesting about the project is that we've tried to cover the gaps that might cause the previous or the previous proposed systems to not work so properly. So previously the systems were mechanical based systems, and that would actually cause a lot of maintenance and timely correction issues. So then we have came up with a better proposed system that is uh, user friendly, that is even more quicker and faster in response. So why was the proposed system needed? So in order to maintain the driver safety, in order to see the system based on the real-time images and video were properly captured and studied, and this all turned out to be not using a large number of components, so it was pretty simple, easy, and maintenance free. Then when it comes to the problem statement of the project, we have designed a system for heavy vehicle drivers using visual analysis of eye state method to reduce the number of road accidents that are usually caused. And seeing the past records, we have analyzed that a large number of deaths in the country comes out has a main reason behind it, which is the road accidents. So our objectives include automatically detecting the driver's drowsiness based on visual features. This can be done by locating, tracking, and analyzing the driver's face and eyes in real time and measuring the distance between the iris and the device that is placed in front of it. We'll reveal it later. Next is to monitor and maintain the health of the driver based on a criteria, which is the heartbeats. Moving on to the proposed methodology. So here we have input as the video, which is captured by the camera placed in front of the driver's placed in front of the driver. Uh, Based on the video, images are actually categorized into face detection front view images and face detection oblique view images. So these two data are further categorized into mouth detection and eye detection. So here OpenCV is used as a tool to classify the images and characterize it. Then we have, based on the mouth detection, we have the algorithm that checks if the driver's mouth is open or closed during a particular period. And similarly, the eyes are open or not, indicating the driver is actually concentrating on the road or not. So these results that are generated are next further fused together to predict a single output that is called the computing the fatigue score. So fatigue score is basically a score that is generated based on all the above results, and then you finally have the driver's output state. So that state is either driver is drowsy or driver is in its normal condition. So this is basically the hardware and the software part combined proposed methodology. It includes the sensor nodes, which are the alcohol detection sensor, you have the pulse rate sensor, and a camera module. Then the data from these will be given to the data collection unit. Here we have used Raspberry Pi as the processing unit. Based on the processing data that is done through the Raspberry Pi and the code that is used in the backend, data transmission is done through the cable supported by a power source. Once the data is given to the processor, it processes the data based on the pre data set available in the system, and based on that comparison, it detects if the driver is awake or drowsy. So the indication that the driver is awake or drowsy is given by a buzzer that is set near the in the vehicle itself. So next we move on to the modern engineering tools and requirement. So an alcohol sensor is basically what actually is an alcohol sensor is a gas based sensor that detects the presence of alcohol in the that is consumed by the person or whoever comes into contact with it. So here are few technical details about the sensor, indicating 10 to 50 degrees Celsius of thermal temperature environment. Then we have a power supply of about 5 volt and 150 milliamps, and sorry about MA. Then we have the sensing range of 0.04 milligrams per liter to 4 milligrams per liter, indicating the breathless analyzers. Then we have the heart rate sensor, which will calculate the pulse rate of the driver, indicating if the driver's pulse rate rise above a particular limit, the driver can be categorized as being hyperexcited. There the heartbeat in beats per minute are calculated based on an optical LED light source. So the light shines through the skin, and the sensor measures the amount of light that reflects back. So the amount of pulses that are generated, the light bounces back and forth, creating a particular frequency. By that frequency, it's easy to determine if the pulse rate is at a high pace or a low pace. Moving on to the Raspberry Pi, is considered to be a low-cost processor with a lot of features. So the Raspberry Pi actually here works as a controller, which takes the data from all the sensors together and processes it. It is capable. It is a capable little device that enables people to use uh, use multiple equipments or components together. Finally, we have the webcam that is placed in front of the driver, that is actually an image sensor integrated with a lens, control structure, and an interface which captures the images of the driver in real time and sends it to for further comparison. Then we have the impact analysis. So seeing the project, it seems like the hardware components involved into the project are not much. So the impact on the environment is not that. So considering the impact analysis on environment, so there is a less generation of e-waste. So this is due to the use of image processing and the use of prerequisite data present there. So that allowed us to reduce the number of hardware components and eventually reduce the e-waste production. And this also resulted in reduction in the pollution. Coming to the impact analysis on the society, so the system can be used anywhere. So basically, this is not that complex system that the user is not able to understand it. It's pretty user friendly, so it can be used anywhere. It can be used with any vehicle. Then the main point here is the driver safety, which is to be considered throughout the project, which is considered throughout the project design. So that is maintained here. The main purpose of this project was to reduce the accidents, and even that is kept in mind. Drivers' health, financial losses, and road safety are also three parameters that are considered. Okay, few professional ethical practices that we have followed include confidentiality. So the image data that is present in the database is kept confidential, is kept hidden, so that it is not being altered by someone else, resulting in false detection of the user's false detection of the prediction and leading to false results. So next point comes the false result. So basically these 2 points are connected. Confidentiality and the false results are basically the input and the result. Then coming to the authentication, before even initializing the system, it is necessary that all the data that we have collected should be authenticated, should be verified and tested as well. Then comes the data integrity. The most important part here is the data integrity. As the as the sensors are continuously collecting data in real time, integration or collection or combination of these all data combining together to generate the fatigue score is very important. Then it comes to communication. So each device communicates with the other device in order to perform a particular task or perform the same task. So coordination between the devices is important. Finally, coming to scalability, this project can be extended even further. So depending upon the application that changes. Now moving on to the circuit diagram. So here we have shown how actually the system looks like. Basically, this is the Raspberry Pi module. This is the camera module that will be placed in front of the vehicle, the steering wheel. This is the speaker that will generate a voice alert whenever the driver is found to be either drowsy or being consumed by the alcohol. So this is the alcohol sensor and this is the buzzer connected, which will generate beep signals. Okay. Coming to the system implementation. So here a simple flow chart is shown. So basically the bus driver sitting on the vehicle, sitting in the vehicle will be in, or if he or she is in a normal condition, there would not be any change seen in the system. But if the camera and the alcohol sensor detects any unusual activity, so the data is classified into iris detection based data and the alcohol detection based data. So the iris detection based data is captured due to the change in the distance between the driver and the camera that is placed. So basically, this is calculated by a term or a unit called the Euclidean distance. The Euclidean distance is basically a distance between the between 2 points. Considering 2 points, you have the distance between the 2 points. If you have the coordinates of that points, then coming to the camera module algorithm. So it actually tracks the eyes and the mouth in real time and counts if the driver blinks his or her eye rapidly, and simultaneously the alcohol is detected by the alcohol sensor. Finally, the driver state is predicted. Okay, these are certain calculations that we have made. These are certain calculations that here we can see as the as the current probability is seen here and the length of the yawn counter is seen here. So as the length of the yawn counter exceeds up to 8, yawn is detected. So here you can see yawn detected. So the driver yawns for a while. If actually what can happen is, if the driver is yawning for a while and if he or she isn't sleepy, so the system won't detect the driver to be drowsy. Basically, the system will detect the driver to be drowsy after a particular counter value. Moving on to the system implementation. So the system is implemented. So now Abhinav Biyani would take it further.
Good day. My name is Abhinav Biyani. I'm from BE NTC. So let's move on to the further remaining part of our project. So let's move on to the system implementation, and here is the algorithm. So first we'll be going with the start, and after start we'll be initializing the alcohol sensor, pulse rate sensors, followed by Raspberry Pi, and camera module is being activated. So first, in the first case, if MQ3 alcohol sensor detects the presence of alcohol, and if the alcohol presence is been detected, then it goes for the pulse rate monitor. Pulse rate has been calculated, and if pulse rate is been found abnormal, then the buzzer is raised and alert is given to the driver. Okay, and in the second case, if both of this alcohol sensor and pulse rate are being normal, so then the sleeping activity of driver is being tracked, and based on the predicted score of yawn, the through the real time image with the help of camera module is being calculated, and if the yawn score is about 10, then the voice alert is being sent to the driver through the speaker. So, and if the driver is in normal state, then in the particular intervals of time based on the counter set in the program, so it monitors the driver's tracking sleeping ability of drivers, and it tracks at particular intervals of time, and thus the algorithm ends over here. So the next slide. So here is the flow diagram, flow chart of the algorithm. So first, let's move on directly to the particular main part of the flow chart. So in the second flow chart, so there is an input image. So based on the input image, there has been selection, and after the integral image, and with the moving on with the following algorithms of AdaBoost, training, and cascading classifiers, the image is being tested with the real time assumptions, and based on the probability, we go with the case of being, and score is being calculated, and it's been displayed. So let's move on to the left side of the flowchart. So here is a flowchart which shows alcohol detection sensor. So if alcohol sensor is been passed, so if a driver is not been detected with an alcohol, or not detected with the pulse rate monitor, means he is normal, he is not yet drunk, and his body pulse rate are normal. So then there comes a situation where his yawn score, sleeping activity, there is a track, the track record of sleeping activity has been monitored in the regular intervals of time, and if the sleeping, if the driver is about to sleep, so the score is being calculated, and if the score is about 10, like if the sleeping score of the driver is 10, yawning score, and this score is being calculated based on the movement of eyes and based on the movement of jaws, like if he's yawning or if he's like in a sleepy state. So then an alarm is being sent, and if the sleeping score is less than 10, or if the driver is not sleeping, then there is no alarm or no alert is been there. But this again tracks the, it's again go to the, like I've shown in the previous previous algorithm, even if the yawn score is less than 10, so there won't be any, if the, even if the driver is in normal state, there won't be any kind of alarm, but his activity is being tracked. Like suppose if you consider a case like if a driver has started right now from a city and is not yet drunk, even is normal, so his score would be okay. But suppose if he stops somewhere, and like if he consumes alcohol, or if he have food and consume alcohol, and if he gets sleep, so we need to have a regular track of his in a particular time interval. So based on in our code, the timer is being set, and based on that we track his activity. Next slide. Next. So these are the results which are being found. So you could see the image over there. In the image, there is it's an inbuilt image we have created. So based on that, the movement of hand as well is being shown over here. So like if a driver is asleep, so if we are unable to track his movement of eyes, so if he's sleeping, there would be sudden change in speed, or maybe in sudden change in the steep curve, or maybe in the steering wheel also there could be some kind of changes. So you could see over, these are being monitored by camera. Next, move on to the next slide. So this is the image. This is the image of Kaushal. So we have been we have done many trials on calculating the score. So as I told you, if you go to the second image, you could see there is a sleepy score which is 11. So as I told, this is about 10. So once this is about 10, you could see there is a red mark blinking outside the box. So this will be beeping, and the alarm is being sent to the Kaushal or any other driver who is being there. So this alarm indicates the and gives alertness to the driver. And so move on to the back slide only, and previous slide. And in the first image, you could see there are two kinds of marks which you can see. One is the movement of his jaw, and other one is this facial recognition. So with the help of image processing and camera model, with the latest technology, we just get to know his eye movement, and based on the eye movement, they calculate his jaw movement as well. So based on that particular, the score is being found and calculated score is being shown here. So let's move on to the next slide. So let's move on to the conclusion part of the whole project. So let's see. So the accidents, road accidents are being increased due to driver negligence in the last. If you compare it with the decade, so there has been 20% of all the traffic accidents are due to the driver negligence. Okay. So furthermore, accidents related to the driver negligence are more serious than the other types of accidents. Maybe no, maybe these accidents are more fatal and more kind of injuries are being found in the data which is calculated on over the internet. For this reason, a developing system for monitoring driver level of negligence and alerting the driver when he's sleepy or not paying attention to the road is essential to prevent accidents. So here we have real-time face recognition uh, technology. With that, we keep a track on the driver's eye and movement, so that we can get to know whether he's drinking or whether he's been sleepy or all this. Okay, so the prevention of such accidents is a major focus of effort in the field of uh, so people in the real time show visual just a moment. So road accidents can be prevented with the help of this technology. And yeah, and if a driver is drunk or has consumed alcohol, so this is being monitored with the help of the alcohol sensor, and driver state prediction is being done. Let's move on to the next slide. So let's move on to the future scope. The future scope of this project is the driver fatigue is a major problem in today's world, because due to the sleepiness of driver, or this is a major problem which leads to day-to-day accidents are increasing. In the future work, it further implemented with the help of neural network and other real time. So maybe in the future we can go with the neuro technology and other real time applications or technology, and we can track record of driver each and every second. Okay, so we are using sensors and it's an automated process. So we get a more accuracy, and further we can even go with the lock system. Like once if we sense that the driver is being drunk, so we can go with an automated lock process. These are this not yet come over today's, but we are planning it in future. And further accuracy of this system is more because we are using sensors, which we are using machines which are better than humans, so they calculate the better results. That's all. That's about the future scope. Thank you. So these are the references from which we have got our all the data, all the information, and we are ready with our project. So you could see there are these are the references. Thank you.
Okay, now just I'll show you what is the output. Okay, let me show you the software implementation as well. So might take some time, but we go through the software implementation. Okay, so this is the platform. This is Spider. We have considered it as our platform, and this code is written in Python. So this is the backend. So let me show you. We have two codes, drowsiness detection and the yawn detection. So these are clubbed together. Let me see if the results are available. So this is the interface video interface screen. So these are two activation keys to activate the system. May take some time, but should work. So as this system is not that much accurate, but it is pretty good to detect. It is actually very good in detecting the driver's tardiness based on image processing. So the results are surely accurate and promising as well. I think there's a
I
system
think due
problem.
to the internet connection, there must be a problem. What you could do is, Kaushal, you could show the recorded video that we have recorded. So you could just
Okay, no problem, no
check
problem, no
your, yeah,
problem.
I sent you a video which you recorded yesterday. You could show that as well.
So that would be okay, I guess.
Yeah, just make it full screen.
I think the video isn't loading. Uh, the results might take some time, but it should work. So it would be better if I show you the results through a video format only.
I have the video.
So
I'll show the video.
just a second.
I have the video. I'll just show it.
This okay, just okay. So here you can see two screens. You have the yawn detection and the normal yawn counter. So this is the as the person yawns, score is rapidly increased in real time. And when it goes to sleepy, so here you can see a red light is indicated at the end when it score goes above 10. So this is the red indication of the light. So this is a combined video for yawn detection and drowsiness detection, or the sleepy state detection as well. So these are the results that we have seen.
So there is one more thing. So as Kaushal explained regarding the confidentiality and authentication and integration of the image. So as you could see, as the video was been played, so these are the score which is not mathematical. This is being calculated based on the probability of the real time data which is stored. So therefore, as I told, there should be a kind of confidentiality that images should be not corrupted or may not be damaged. It should be as it is being recorded. It should be being processed in the same way as it is being recorded. Right.
So now we come to the end, and this was all about we have to show. So thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.